November is one of the most beautiful months of the year because there's two challenges associated with it. There is no shave November, which is why I look like dog shit right now. I look disgusting. I have this beard that doesn't want to grow in completely. I got that going on. But the second one that is way more important, the one that everyone cares about, is No Nut November. No Nut November is a challenge where you have to go the entire month never having nutted once. And I've been going strong. It's been, I think, 8 days now. The last time I nutted was on Halloween, the last day of October, and then starting November 1st, I was like, nope, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna stay strong. We're gonna go this whole month no nut. And that's what I'm doing. And I just feel like it's a beautiful concept that it allows you to build up your rage and your strength and your anger because you're not allowing nature to do what it's always done extremely well, which is, why am I holding this fucking sword? Why am I holding a sword like that? I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to make a game about No Nut November because it's a great holiday. It's a great thing to do. They got good music about it. So I decided I wanted to make a game about No Nut November, a game where you have to avoid nutting. And I took some inspiration by these games that you'll see on adult websites where they say, you won't last 5 seconds playing this game. You won't last 5 minutes playing this game. You won't last, all right? You're not gonna last playing this game. I've never played these games. I actually do want to try playing these games. I'm not sure if they're actually games or not. I just see Lois Griffin and Tracer in most of them, and I'm very intrigued by them, but I wanted to make my own You Won't Last 5 Seconds game. Yeah, so we're gonna make 3 mini games based around No Nut November that you have to complete in 5 seconds or less. So the first mini game I wanted to do is you have an arm. This is my arm. You have an arm, and you have to keep pressing the space bar so that way your arm doesn't touch your third leg. So I got that as my first game. The second game, I wanted it to be, you're on your computer, you have your desktop, and there's a bunch of bad websites. They're like the worst websites that you shouldn't be watching. During this month, you got those open, and you gotta close them all. You gotta close all the tabs. And the third one is going to be, you have your keyboard and mouse, right? You're looking at your keyboard and mouse, and there's a bunch of stains on them. Don't worry about what the stains are, but there's white stains on your keyboard and mouse, and you have to take a sponge and wipe them all away. So those are the 3 games in my scuffed little WarioWare style mini game compilation. So we got the first game. You got the arm, and then it slowly goes down, but if you press the space bar, it goes up a little bit. Then I added an arrow, which is where you have to reach. So if you reach that, you win. If your arm touches your body though, then you lose, and you go to the lose screen, which I haven't made yet, but you go to the lose screen if you touch your body, because that's bad. Don't do that, okay? And then you also have 5 seconds. We got this 5-second countdown timer that is actually like 5.1 seconds because I messed up something in the code. I literally could not figure out how to make it exactly 5 seconds. I don't know what I did wrong, but either way, we have a 5.1 second counter, and if the counter goes all the way to 0 before you reach the arrow, then you also lose. For the second mini game, I got the browser. I made the desktop, and then I've made the little browsers. They're all the same, but you know, just pretend like they're not because I didn't want to spend time making every browser a different blurred adult scene. I don't got time for that. So we got a bunch of browsers open, and when you click on all of them and delete all of them, then there's a node that checks that all the browsers are gone, and then you win. If you don't get that in 5 seconds, you lose. Just like the last game, you lose. And for the third mini game, it's not really like a no nut game because there's kind of like that going on, but I couldn't think of anything else. So we got that. So we got the keyboard and the mouse. The stains are there. I added collision boxes to them so that way when the sponge goes over it, then they disappear. Then I made the sponge. I made that move around. Then once I made the sponge move around, I had it coated so that way when the sponge goes over them, the stains disappear. But then it wasn't working for some reason. I couldn't figure out why these stains weren't fucking going away. But it turns out I put the wrong signal. I was supposed to signal to a area node instead of a body node. I fucked up. I'm so fucking dumb. Can't believe I messed that up. It took me 30 minutes to figure that out. I wanted to kill someone. I wanted to end someone's life because it wasn't working for the dumbest fucking reason. But then once you clear the level, then the game is done. The game is over. And that was it. That's the game. And with a little bit of polish, I made a nice start screen, a nice lose screen, and a nice win screen. And if you want to play the game yourself, you can play it on my Patreon, patreon.com/TheTalentlessWriter. It's a fun game. It's a really fun game. You guys should try it out. It's only $1. If you pay $1, you get access to this game and my other 2 games, which are really fun too. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys stay strong the rest of No Nut November. I'll see you in the next video, and have a great fucking day.